This channeled tarot reading is going to be channeling the energy of Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston is a very, very popular musician and actress, and she ended up dying on February 11th, 2012, and it is said that she died of an accidental drowning in a bathtub, and she was found in the bathtub of a room at the Beverly Hilton Hotel. And she was at the Beverly Hilton Hotel on that particular night because she was supposed to be performing at Clive Davis's pre-Grammy party, I believe that very evening. Now, I've always thought that this death was very suspicious. Basically, she was pronounced dead 9 hours before they actually removed her body from the Beverly Hilton Hotel. And so basically what that means is that her mentor, Clive Davis, actually went on with the party while Whitney Houston's dead body was still in that exact hotel where the party was taking place. And with it being in a bathtub, I find that it seems very ritualistic as well, in my opinion. Now, another strange thing. As I was making a little list of notes that I wanted to talk about here, I like to make little bullet points so I don't forget. And I noticed she died February 11th. And February 11th in numerology could really ditch it down to 22, because February is the second month, and then 11 is 1 plus 1, which is 2. So, not long ago, I just posted a video about how I've been seeing the number 22 everywhere, okay? So, that stood out to me. But then I kept writing little notes about Whitney Houston's life and noticed that she had sold 220 million records worldwide. So there was 22 again. And then I also found out that her very first her debut album, was when she was at the age of 22. So, third time's the charm. I saw 22 once again, and I was like, oh my gosh, Whitney Houston is definitely giving me a message as well through the number 22. So if you saw that video that I made about the number 22, I kind of explained like the spiritual significance of the number. So anyway, I said all that just to say that with the number 22 being involved here in part of this channeled message from Whitney Houston, that her death could have had a lot to do with either a business partnership or a romantic relationship. And it had a lot to do with some kind of decision, probably trying to get out of something, because of 22 representing like a strong duality. It could also mean with the two number 2s involved in 22, that it was a business partnership as well as an intimate relationship. So I guess we'll just see what messages come out in this reading tonight regarding the beautiful Whitney Houston. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to be lighting this candle in honor of the energy of Whitney Houston. And I have her image printed out and placed in front of me so that I can gaze at Whitney Houston whenever necessary. So now I just ask that the highest vibrations of light and love connect to my highest self and release all previous programming and unwanted energies so that I could be a clear channel for the energy of Whitney Houston to come through. And now I'm going to light this candle in honor of the energy of Whitney Houston. So Whitney Houston, I ask you to be with me now so that we can ask the tarot and oracle cards, what really happened to you? What happened to you that led to your death on February 11th, 2012. All right. I'm just going to start by pulling 3 cards from the Rider-Waite deck. I'm going to move this over a bit. All right, I'm going to start with 3 cards from the Rider-Waite deck. Basically, just to pick up on the energy, Whitney Houston's energy leading up to her death on February 11th. So, one more shuffle, and then I'm going to cut the deck and draw 3 cards. Yeah, a decision. I said that about the number 22, and look, that's the number 2. We have the 2 of Swords. She was reluctantly faced with some type of decision that she had to make. We have the Magician also being reversed. I feel like there was some kind of trickery going on in her life, and it's possible that she was becoming privy to that, which is leading to this choice, this decision. Yeah, and then we have the Knight of Wands. It's a male figure in her life, I think, for sure. Charging in this fiery energy. All right. So this decision has to do with, trickery, some type of something suspicious going on behind her back regarding men in her life or a man. Okay. Now I'm going to shuffle the Deviant Moon deck and get 3 more cards to clarify that energy leading up to Whitney Houston's death. So kind of see what else we can get here. That was a weird shuffle. Okay. Okay, I'm going to shuffle one more time. That was a weird shuffle delay. Okay. Something was definitely feeling like a burden to her at this point, leading up to her death. I do feel like she's divinely protected now in spirit. But I also see or feel, looking at this as another clarifier here, that the world was like, basically she was, I'm just getting this vibe of being spiritually protected right here. So let's just see what else we get. And then we have the Moon. Okay. So again, something was hidden. So the burden has to do with something being hidden. And it's probably something spiritual. Like I said, this death seemed very weirdly ritualistic. So this had to do with something that was hidden under the surface, something ritualistic. Sorry about the coloring. I think it's because I'm wearing this red. So maybe it'll clear up. But basically, it's something spiritual. It's something ritualistic. It's something hidden because the Moon card is there. So it's like a mystery, right? To the people who are not worthy to know. It's definitely hidden. All right, I'm going to get 3 of these cards. I'm shuffling 3 times between each draw this time. All right, Whitney Houston, tell us about the circumstances surrounding your death here. Give us some clues regarding your death with these. Contamination of DNA evidence may be influencing this case. And it's just basically contamination of evidence, period. Because obviously, again, this was immediately written off as accidental drowning in a bathtub. Oh, and another suspicious thing. Didn't her daughter, Bobby Christina, die in the same strange way by accidental drowning in a bathtub? I think she did. Tell me in the comments down below if you know that. Let's get another one, Whitney. Social media will provide clues, valuable clues. Very true. There are a lot of conspiracy theories surrounding this, mostly because it's just very strange, like some of the things that we already talked about. It's very strange, the circumstances leading up to Whitney Houston's death. And I think people are talking about it because we know we're more intuitive than we have been led to believe we are. So when we know something seems fishy, it probably is. Just one more of these cards. Cell phone records may also provide important clues. I wonder if there is even any way to get that information now. So there's probably some kind of record in the communications leading up to the point of Whitney Houston's death. Because cell phone records would have something to do with it. So tell us more about this Knight of Wands, Whitney. Tell us about this decision with the Knight of Wands. Yeah, divine masculine, poison, toxic behaviors in people. We got the come together in twin flame. So it's definitely like a divine masculine in her life, that Knight of Wands. Like I said, it's a toxic person, a man, someone she's with romantically, because we have this twin flames card. It definitely could have been like something like that going on. It's spiritual union and twin flame. I feel like, again, it seems ritualistic because it's like the spiritual union, the mirrored souls, the twin flame, right? Maybe her relationship was actually a setup. Oh, yeah, divorce, irreconcilable differences, and negotiate, bargain, beg. She wants out, but someone's trying to negotiate that. Like, no, you're not out. You can't be out. And now this divorce, this separation doesn't necessarily only mean a marriage either. This could be a separation from any other situation. Secret, situation. Again, we have spiritual protection and we have receipts. Show me proof. Yeah, there's definitely something spiritual going on here. And, then we got the receipts with that. So, interesting. Proof. That might be all the cards that we're going to pull from this deck, unless anything wants to pop. All right, Whitney, is there any other messages from this deck? No. Okay, we're good here. All right, what else can you tell us about this twin flame, this relationship that's leading to a decision and your death? Ooh, that's too many. Hold on. Start over. What else can you tell us about your death, Whitney Houston? What else do you want to tell us? Someone's very angry. Angry that she wants to, make this separation, make this decision, release this burden she's been carrying, the 10 of Wands, remember? Someone's angry about that. Oh, yeah. She is their power supply, literally, spiritually speaking, physically, like monetarily, everything, the power supply. And most of what she offers is a secret. Again, seems very ritualistic. They're angry because she is their secret power supply. And they are definitely controlling her with drugs. Crack is whack, remember? She said that. I think she was starting to realize that she was being controlled with drugs through her relationship. Her relationship had her under mind control strongly by drugs. We got water supply as well. She did die in the bathtub. There's something to do with the symbolism in that bathtub drowning and death. The water. Something to do with maybe rebirth. Yeah, mind control and caregiver. Excuse me. I feel like her relationship, her partner, the one she wants to leave, is the one giving her drugs, and now she wants to leave. You know, she's wising up. The caregiver came out with mind control. I feel like it's this situation that's like a handler situation where it's like, was this marriage ever real, or was it more like a setup? They were the handler for her mind control. Okay? The handler for the mind control through the drugs. Okay, what else can you tell us? Oops. Yeah. Look at this. Grandparent. Did you know that Whitney Houston's cousin is Dionne Warwick? Did you know that she had other family members who were also musicians? So this goes down in her bloodline. This death was some kind of cover-up for a ritual, you guys. And this is something that is in her bloodline. Something that is going back generations. That's what this death is about. More than what you know. It's a lot about that spiritual realm, like I said. The secret moon, the moon in the, remember the moon in the world. Now we got cleanup and God. All right. So I feel like, yes, Whitney's with God now, I do believe, though, even though this was ritualistic. But this was definitely some type of a cleanup. Someone just had to get rid of her for some reason. It had a lot to do with anger over this decision. This decision to walk away. Probably walk away from the mind control. The toxic, unhealthy people and behaviors. Yeah. Okay, so we got... This is interesting. We got the perversion, and we got the Operation Mockingbird government-controlled media card with that. So there's definitely a perversion in what the media is sharing about this, and it was definitely ritualistic. Think about it. They had a Grammys pre-party in the exact same hotel while Whitney Houston's dead body was there for 9 hours before being taken out at like 12:45 a.m. So they partied well into the night with her dead body. All right, and then we also we got war and no. I feel like what Whitney's trying to say is she didn't want to put up with this fight anymore. She was done with this war over the perversion and what is being told. Over it. Done. No more. Right? Again, this was a ritual going back in lineages. Is there anything else you want to tell us about this, Whitney Houston? Yeah. Oops. We got man-made disaster. And we also got the mountains card. Man-made disaster, man-made challenges. The mountains card could even just represent her own challenges in life. All of this was like man-made. It was all through that caregiver, the mind control, the person that came in that is basically the one that she's giving her power to, the power supply. The secret power, she is the secret power supply to this person. They are angry that she wants to leave. She wants to separate herself. She wants to make a decision, remember, to put down that heavy burden. The burden that is being carried is the secrets. All the secrets. Okay? Okay, is there any other final messages? We got the bioweapon card. I'm going to see if there's any other. Okay, well, we got bioweapon and false flag now as another part of this message. So I do feel like this false flag was created by making her look crazy, making her look like she needed help, like, you know, medical help or mental health. it's all a false flag. That's kind of what I see in that message. If you guys get something different from that I don't know about, let me know about that in the comments. All right, Whitney, is there any other messages that you have for us? We got Democrat. Somehow politicians could be involved in this as well. Well, yeah, they're, I mean, in this ritualistic lifestyle. I think also she may have been involved with some kind of politician, but I'm not sure. Politician could be a witness to what's going on, what's taken place. Yeah, they're a witness because they're on the inside as well. So yeah, there's definitely something more than what we are told regarding the death of Whitney Houston, and it definitely has to do with divine masculine, remember? Because it all started on the first 3 cards. When we got this Knight of Wands, I said it was the man in her life. Then boom, we get come together, twin flame, divine masculine, poison, toxic person, right? And we got the irreconcilable differences with negotiate. Interesting. And then when asking why this would happen then, we got that it was anger over that decision to leave. Because Whitney Houston was the secret power supply to probably more than just this one divine masculine, right? So I definitely believe that there was some form of mind control taking place through the drugs, through the person that she thought was taking care of her emotionally, right? There's definitely a perversion in what is being told to the public regarding Whitney Houston's death. And it's definitely ritualistic because remember, again, at the very beginning here, we got the world and the moon. And I said right away that it was definitely something spiritual. And then we got the moon basically showing it's definitely something spiritual and hidden. Again, it's a secret. And then we get grandparent with the ritual and the cover-up card. So, I just feel like there's definitely a ritualistic aspect to this. And the numerology lines up in everything with all the 22s. And it's also in alignment with it being a relationship that is like a major component to this. And a decision, like I said, with that duality. So a decision, it's about a relationship, and it's ritualistic all at the same time. Because these people, this ritual cult type people, right? They don't only do things in the physical. They're also lining it up with the spiritual realms, okay? Yeah, so the people she worked with were just snakes in the grass, okay? The people Whitney Houston worked with were just snakes in the grass. Yeah. All right. We also got the female, neighborhood, and secret weapon. So I wonder if there's another female and we got neighborhood because maybe it's a female with the similar career because we just got the work and reptilian card. So a female with a similar musical career is like a secret weapon used against her as well in some way. All right. So that's about it. And we pretty much already wrapped it up. This was some type of cleanup regarding this decision that had to be made or that she wanted to make to leave. She was trying to escape the heavy mind control that she had been under for so long. And unfortunately, she didn't get out alive. So thank you, Whitney Houston, for being here and for telling us more about your very unfortunate death. She wasn't much older than me at the time that she died. So it's very unfortunate. So now it's time to send Whitney Houston back to the energy from where she came. And so thank you so much, Whitney, for being here, for sharing your story, and for letting me be your voice. And now I ask you to go back to the energy from where you came, and I will no longer be a channel for your energy at this time.